It is time for more beavers, oh yes. Hey, welcome in, congrats on being first jumper, even though, you know, I know you're working, you shouldn't do that, I mean, believe that. Anyway, it's been a few weeks since I last streamed, mainly for... I mean, there are multiple reasons. For one, I am terrible at keeping a decent sleep schedule, and at some point it kinda just worked out that way. It was just a lot easier to not stream and like kinda use my productive phase when I'm usually streaming and later on sleeping during that time, so I actually wake up later and later until I'm like at a more human hour again. Like currently I'm still waking up at like 4 AM or something like that, but at least I'm like, you know, almost awake like a normal human, so excited for Animalware. Glad to hear that. Yeah, that starts today, and next episode is going to be Monday just because it's like kinda awkward. And then again, like every second day, 3 PM CST. I've been really enjoying it so far. I only got to play like for 2 hours, like 2 weeks ago or so. Like I made like a post about like I need a new game soon, and then that was actually basically the moment I started recording that game because it was like on my list for such a long time already, right? Like, but obviously. Animalware starts today, yeah, on the YouTube channel. I don't have a command for that, but welcome in. Yeah, starts today, and by that I mean like started like 3 PM CST. The first episode was uploaded. Now every second day-ish, a new video will release. So also welcome in, Cat. I'm sorry you weren't first here. Jumper was really sneaky and just honked here while you were watching his stream. Anyway, today. More Timberborn. I kind of want to jump right into it. Just a few small things. Like, originally I actually wanted to stream some Hollow Knight, but before I got to write that announcement, I actually cut my thumb. And that makes it really awkward to play with the controller, so even with the mouse is like kind of stupid, but hey. You missed the streams? I mean, I really have been missing streaming as well. It was just kind of awkward, like timing-wise. Like, normally I wouldn't even stream today, but, you know, my Pathfinder group, again, had no time to play, so anyway. We have probably a lot of to yap about, but I do like doing that, like, in-game. So let's pause here and switch over to the game. You couldn't get your laptop to start? RIP. You were just like, okay, I mean, but imagine all the stonks you're not getting, okay? Anyway, more Timberborn. Nothing that's ever cursed in here, right? Wait a second. It's this one. Clearly the first settlement. It's been so long since I last played. Actually watched a lot of Timberborn in between streams, so... You get songs for honking now? Yeah, you're getting like 5 or like 6 since the beginning. Like, this isn't new. A stream? Yo, Grim, welcome in. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, enjoy prying yourself out of bed and enjoy the lurk. I will try to not do anything cursed. I cannot promise that the beavers are not going to do anything cursed, though. You've just been doing it just cause. Yeah, it's like you get 5 for the stonk, like for the command, and 1 additional one because you're writing a message in chat. So it's 6 every single time. Which is why they are so valuable. Also, am I matching this? Okay, there's music. It's just a lot quieter than the rest of it. Is the music fine? I feel like it's so quiet. Is there... Master volume? I'm gonna increase the volume like slightly. I feel like it's like way too quiet. You get stonks for... Yeah, all... Why? How do you think you're getting stonks? I mean, seriously, Cat, I am disappointed. Anyway, you know nothing about stonks. So basically, I can actually tell you the math. It's really simple. Every single 10 minutes, if you write a chat message, you're getting a stonk. And that's basically it. Right, like normal channel points, if I get them, right? Like, I'm gonna talk about that later on as well, because there's actually something kind of funny about Twitch, but basically... I don't want to constantly track all the viewers in my chat because that would be annoying. Which is why I'm using chat messages, especially because I also want to encourage like people to chat, because, you know, if I didn't want to chat with people, I could also just, you know, record stuff for YouTube. That's like slightly more fun in my opinion in that case, right? Like, because I'm not distracted by no chat anyway then. But yeah, that's basically how it works. Exactly, that's how you have so many. Where was I? So yeah, actually, gosh dang it, 436. I really need to remind me to raise the price of the horse thingy, okay? I'm not gonna get the course, please. You can't make me. Talking about Tears of the Kingdom, by the way, while I'm at it, before we properly start. I actually have been editing a lot more recently, for the main reason that I got like one of those walking pads, right? It's like one of those, it's basically like a treadmill, but it's like on walking speed, and you could put that under a standing desk, for example. And this has done wonders to my productivity, because normally I'm like way too distracted while editing that I just don't make any progress. But now it's like I just stand on that thing, and like all the excess energy that I have to normally like look up random stuff on the side, I'm putting into my legs, and I don't get distracted. So I've actually fully edited the first episode of the supercut. I'm mostly fine with it. I feel like I need to slightly go over it, but I will probably do that at the end, right? Like once the other episodes are done. Like once I am starting the uploads, I actually want to upload like one video a week until I'm done with Tears of the Kingdom, basically. Right? But I've just been getting so much more productive when I'm doing that. What else? Also, I have to actually correct like one of my critiques that I have about the game. You're not even close. I mean, yeah, that's the whole plan about it, you know? That's the point that I added like such a high price on there. But yeah, like basically there's one critique, like my main critique that I have with my game that I have to kind of change because I misremembered something about the game. But I'm gonna talk about that at the end. Justice for Sluggerthor? Nah, never. Anyway, let's talk about the actual game now. I basically remember nothing that we did last time, because nothing happened last time, right? Like last time we started this game for the very first time and did basically nothing. Nothing cursed would ever happen before then. And we did plant some kohlrabi. We talked about dolphins, which again was cursed. But the only cursed thing that ever happened. And we started planting trees. Now the question is, like currently we are in cycle 2 and it's probably going to be a drought soon. Wait a second, what's so funny? I mean, yeah, that's definitely deserved, but where was I? It's always funny, like if you're pinning a message, like you can't actually see that one in the VOD, so, you know. I mean, that's a great pin. We should actually keep that one. For on occasion, yeah. Where was I? So basically, I'm quite worried about like the bad tides here, because I need to completely block off this area if we get a bad tide, basically. And I'm not sure how I would do that. Huh. There's actually something else we could do, I just noticed. We can fill this area here and then plant trees around here, because this should stay green if we create like a lake in here. Right, like just making some plans what I want to do today. We are going to need a lot of wood, and we definitely need to save, you know, ourselves by removing all of the bad water sources. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also, I think, yeah, I started like a pool here, right? That's going to be a lot of building, yeah, I completely agree. I mean, for like most of the stuff we can actually kind of save quite easily. Like if we build a dam over here, then we can move all of the water downstream here. It's going to ruin like some of the fertile land over here, but it's probably not the worst, right? Because I can keep like these areas here safe, and I can probably build like a dam and then have like a kind of a lowered area inside of that dam, right? Like a walled-in area where I can grow stuff, right? Like if I build like a rectangle, square, circle thingy in here, that should be completely fine. I can just grow a lot of trees in there. That's not even the worst idea, I would say. I just need a lot more wood to do that. And I think those trees I can technically chop down. I might need to do that. Also, we have a lumber mill already, okay. I have to kind of reorient myself. Also, we are basically out of food, I just noticed. Am I going to get more water? I mean, I'm going to dam it, not levy it off, right? Like I can still lower the dam, or the floodgate. I'm sorry, the floodgate. right? But I can basically have like a big elevated lake here, fill that one up, and then during bad tides I can just close it off. That's probably not the worst idea, especially with like the amount of floor that should actually work. Can't believe I can't remember that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. My memory, it's terrible. Funnily enough, you know, it's so weird stuff that I remember. Because like, I mentioned that I started playing Minecraft for like the YouTube channel. Like my challenge is basically playing Minecraft since alpha and then playing through like the version and like 100% completing all of them like in the same world. Which has been an idea that I had for many years at this point. It just kind of worked out this year. Right, like because I don't really have like a proper Minecraft phase because obviously the server's not really going. So that's been fun. And I remember so many weird little details about Minecraft Alpha, even though I technically only started playing in beta. So like 2 or 3 patches after the moment I started playing, just because I watched like so many videos back in the day before I actually started playing. So it's just really weird, like all of these memories that are like 14 years old at this point, so... You need to get the energy to play Minecraft again. I mean, Minecraft is, like, the issue is you need so much energy, right? Like, you need so much self-investment, so... At least you've been able to play Hollow Knight. I mean, I wanted to play Hollow Knight, but you know, my thumb... but I've been reading the updates, right? Like, it's really interesting what I missed, like, during my first playthrough, and what you probably missed, right? Because there's, like, such a disparity between our playthroughs. Like, at this point, I'm not really worried about spoilers, which is why I don't mind reading through that stuff, but still, it's really fascinating how much content there is in that game. Anyway, we should probably unpause the game. Are you... Okay, you're harvesting already, right? Yeah, there, 100%. So... That is fine. We don't have any builders. Also, to my understanding, these breeding pots apparently... First of all, I need more berries for them. Are you paused? No, you are gathering, okay. Wait a second. You're starting to feel a bit better after you adjusted the treatment schedule? Oh wait, your treatment. I was like, yeah, okay, treatment for, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're feeling better, that's great to hear. I mean, like, schedule changes can make a massive difference in between. Like, even I feel it, and I don't actually have, like, treatment schedules for the most part. But yeah, we have this one just for safety. I don't actually need you in here. I can actually pause you a little bit. Right, because we only have to top you off every once in a while. And that should be enough water to actually have all of the trees growing here. But yeah. They actually finished my thought here. Apparently breeding pots are worth about 10. Like, you can, with a singular breeding pot, you can apparently keep a population of around 10 stable. Assuming that you don't have like massive bonuses to like their lifespan, because obviously like once you get well-being higher... I forgot where it actually tells you. There's like at some point here. Life expectancy goes up once you get well-being 7. So like at that point, obviously every single one of those pots should be able to sustain around 12-ish, I'm guessing. Right, I'm not gonna do like proper math here, but it should be around there. Also started chopping down those trees, that's nice. We're probably chopping those down, right? Yeah, that's working, that's actually fine. Okay, now the question is, which project do we want to tackle first? We might need to extend the farming here, because I definitely feel like it's not really working out. Wait, I feel like I remember that I just wanted to convert this one to like a proper farming island. We probably need more berries as well. So how about we get a forester here? Just a temporary one. And then we can just fill like this entire half with berries and it should be fine. Yeah. I most of the time also play like on 3 times speed. I just like to do that in the beginning. Like once I get like my bearing, I will probably speed up to 3 times again. But, you know. Wow, the double zoomies? Yeah. That's always fun. Wait, if I do this? Yeah, I'm following you. Look at the zoomies. Also, like, I can actually increase... Wow, I can actually see the floor. We can actually increase movement speed by a lot just by making them happier. Okay, what can we do next? Like, I do know that there are some trees, I just remembered. Trees that can grow underwater, right? Isn't it just mangroves or something like that? Yeah, aquatic. Partially submerged. I don't know if it's just fine to do it like here, because like the... No, wait, the forests are still working. You two are not working though currently. Can I lower the priority on you until we are done with other projects? I hope. New trees, I mean, they are not really new, but sure. And what's the forester doing? Yeah, you're working, you're just kind of slow currently. Okay, I can work with that. Okay then, I guess... Do we want to speed this up? I guess so. That's probably good enough. I still need to place the forester some... Oh wait, I already did. Okay, don't worry, then I can just plant crops. No, it's in bushes. I only need to plant the blueberry swords and afterwards we can remove it. It's like not an issue. Oh yeah, they are so new. You're 100% right. I shouldn't have, you know, questioned you here. Can I... It's been so long, I already completely forgot how to do anything. I kind of want to remove those trees just because they're kind of in the way. You're always right? Apparently, I mean, if my mods are always right and they're saying that cat is always right, then cat must be always right. Right, it's just like basic logic. Could we build this already? Oh wait, no, we have one builder. Why are you busy? Logs, planks? Are we even getting planks? Yeah, we're getting planks. We have 9. I guess the builder's just doing too much? What are you doing? You are running to the very edge of the map to pick up a log. Okay. You know what? That might explain why you're too slow. I feel like I might need more workers. You're currently not working. Do I need so many water pumps? I don't think so. Like the tanks are still full. Let's just leave them where they are and then just build. That should be fine. We have 9 vacancies, okay. So here's the thing, this time around I don't actually want to expand my population too much in the beginning because I really feel like my math is just not mathing out yet. I don't actually know how tight everything is. But this is kohlrabi, right? Like kohlrabi is the only plant that I can plant that doesn't actually require any extra work. I can actually continue down here. I should probably do that. Or better yet, I should probably get like a second farmer here to help out. I still have like this tendency that I click on buildings that I want to copy because I expect this game to have a copy key because like a lot of colony builders have that. And I really hope that they are going to add it in like the next update or so. Where's food? Food. Farmhouse. Right, it's like one of those quality of life kind of things that you kind of just miss once you don't have them. How far can I move you? I can put you here and you should be able to reach everything and help out on top. That's perfect, okay. If we do that, then we can probably expand... Wait, that's the wrong one. Expand everything over here. Let's get you in order. I hope that's enough food for the beginning, right? I know that kohlrabi isn't that great actually. Like normally the more processed food, which sounds like kind of counterintuitive, but apparently that's better. Okay, we have 4 builders. What? Oh wait, you are still busy with this thing, that's why. Oh, I should probably get the other stuff going first, because we don't really need the pool yet. Or do we? We should probably get that one going soon, but it's probably not as important as the forester. Just because we need those berries. With so few berries. That's not great. And we don't actually have like unemployed beavers, so currently we can't actually speed anything up here. Do I even need that many? You know what? How about one of you is only working here? I feel like we can probably use more workers elsewhere. Are you not? Oh wait, this is the furthest you can reach, that's the issue. What am I going to do with this part then? I mean, yeah, cooking food is great. Unless you cut yourself. but yes. I mean, I just meant because, like, they are actually, like, I do know that the other, I forgot what they're called, folktale, I think? Like, they are eating, like, all natural stuff for the most part, right? They might bake something. But, like, those guys here, they're actually processing all their food. Like, you have a food factory where you're turning, like, corn, for example, into, like, proper rations and stuff, so... Drought approaching? Ooh, no. Okay, how do we deal with that? Like, we have, like, this little pool here that should help. We have this part up there. How about... Oh, wait, you're already working. That's perfect. Wait, you can't even reach... Oh, wait, you don't need to reach all of that stuff. You only needed to reach... Oh, wait, I just scammed myself, I just realized. You can't reach all of this stuff over there. Okay. I didn't expect your range to be this small. Huh. I guess you're not going to fill everything up then. I guess we have to live with that. That does mean that we can just remove like this zone over here and like plant more of the other stuff. Plant crops, clear the area. Wait. No, that's actually fine to have some there. Those fields and everything down there we can also remove. 3 lines and that's probably fine. Sure, let's plant some more kohlrabi though. Like, we are going to get so much kohlrabi. Like, they're going to eat it and they're going to love it totally. Trust me. It's going to work. Since we have like 4 farmers now, that should be fine, I hope. Like, I would prefer to have workers not work all the time because they are just, you know, there isn't enough... Or like, there isn't enough storage space. I would prefer that, but hey. You have no idea what kohlrabi is? I mean, I do know it because it's the same word in German, but I couldn't really describe it to you either. I am not a vegetable expert. Have you planted everything? I feel like you have. Which means that I can now remove you again. Like, the bushes at least don't need to be rebuilt. That's perfect. And then we can farm even more. Farm all of it. Do it. Ah. The bandit's getting loose. This should be fine. We should be able to store a lot of water. We should probably go back to actually storing water now. We still have 2 workers, that's fine. We only need like 1 over here. That's fine. Just checking that there isn't anything important that I could be doing. You saw the correct spelling and you were able to look it up. I mean, yeah, okay. It's called Kisekali. Okay. But now we know. Exactly, now we know. I mean, I actually expected you to spell it like that, like normally, right? That it was intentional. Because I write no sometimes like that. Like, I like misspelling words. It just confuses people. And that's the best part about, like, communication. Confusion. Why are you not chopping those down there? Oh, nobody's working. No, wait, there are people working. You just fill... Ah, okay, you're full. You're just bad at spelling. I mean, embrace it. Make it part of your personality that you just do that. You're quirky like that, okay? How about we remove like part of the pathway here as well? Wait. I will remember which button I have to press. Demolish buildings. Those two. Also, you're back? Oh, yes, welcome back. How's your day been? I mean, your whole day of waking up and getting out of bed? Must have been an amazing day so far. Hope that's enough. And look at that, it's actually filling. That should keep our entire island here safe during the drought. Same for you. Because we don't need builders currently. Rosy time is different from rosy posy time, oh yes. Ah, yeah. That's how I like my days. Also with like some water. Okay, you can't pump here anymore. And everything here is green, as expected. Not everything is green on here though. This is actually kind of an issue. Mainly because like those ones aren't in range. Like, I don't care about the kohlrabi as much because I can just easily replant that. Oh, it's actually a lot worse than I thought. How can I get more water? I mean, I could also just shrink the area down like to something like here, where it's like a lot safer. That would actually be smarter, I think. And then move the kohlrabi around. Because again, I don't really care about like kohlrabi dying at the edge here. That's absolutely not an issue. But we should be able to survive, no problem here. And we also have like this big water reservoir here for this pump. That's perfect. Alright. I guess we're just waiting this out then. Or are we? I might have to actually increase my growth stuff here now. I kinda need more beavers. I feel like I'm not getting enough workers in. Where would I place them though? I guess I can just remove like one path over there. Can I just do it like this? Yeah, okay. Remove you and then... Let me remember which category this was under. Housing? Breeding pot? Wrong key. I'm mixing up like all of the controls again. I've been playing too much RimWorld recently. Feed finally broke here. It was 12 Cs overnight and will be max 24 later. Oh, neat. I mean, we've had such weird... Oh wait, there's water in there. It just looked like there wasn't water in there. We had such weird weather recently. Like it's the end of July and now it's actually almost August. Wait, it is actually August. Right? Like the last month we had such terrible weather. Right? Like every single time I saw the sun, I would go into my room, put on some pants, get in front of the door, and suddenly it was cloudy or rainy. It was so terrible. Like all the time. We had like a few minutes of sun every once in a while and that's it. And it's just been so great, but still very warm at the same time. So that was really fun. It's just the weirdest weather for like this time of year. So that's what I had to deal with. To be fair, I can just sit inside and survive, I guess. I have like enough to do inside, so I don't care that much. But sometimes I would like to see the sun, you know? Also, it's funny because there's another thing. Like semi-recently, my sister got one of those like food dehydrators. And this is currently sitting at our place because my sister never uses it, obviously. And we have like solar panels on the roof. So every single time we have sun, we're actually drying some, like dehydrating some apples. And I've been snacking on those recently. That's been really amazing. But like every single time we are saying like, oh wait, it's nice out. Let's dehydrate some apples. Instantly, you know, the clouds are out again. Yeah, dried fruits absolutely slap. The only weird thing is we tried like a few things, like strawberries and bananas. And I would say like apples by far have been the best snack. Because like bananas especially, like, I don't know, they just kind of taste like overripe bananas after you've tried them. which, you know, that's probably fine, but they're also really chewy. Like, you would probably have to grind them up and put them like into like a yogurt or something like that, and that would be fine. But I feel like as a regular snack, I wasn't like the biggest fan of them. And strawberries also were like, I don't know. I don't want to say that they tasted like artificial, but they definitely kind of felt more like chewing gum in a way that I didn't actually like. You don't like dried banana either? Yeah, I just think like apples are great. You know, the thing about apples that really bothers me most of the time is kind of, you have like this massive fruit that you have to eat in one go basically, because you can't just like store it again. Like I can't just cut it in half and like put it somewhere. And you have like all the juices flowing all the time while eating. So it's just kind of a mess, which made it like really annoying. Like I love apples, but it was always really annoying to eat them unless I'm like setting aside like time to actually eat them, right? Like as a second lunch, for example. Yeah, they're kind of a commitment, which is why I really like the dried ones, because I just have like a box like this size filled with like all the apple pieces and I can just snack on them whenever. So prefer that. Like there was a time last year where I tried to eat like an apple or two every single day, and it's great, but it was like basically my lunch at that point, and not lunch, dinner. Lunch would be kind of extreme to just have an apple, but still, it was just kind of weird to eat it like that. So you don't particularly like bananas to begin with, though? Okay. They kind of hurt your teeth. You just realized you don't know the word for when your teeth hurt from food in English. There's a word for that. I mean, like I would just say like it's a toothache basically, but I don't think that there's like a specific word in German either. You mean replacing dinner with an apple is also extreme? But here's the thing. I tend to only eat like 1 or 2 meals a day. Most of like my calories I get like from lunch, and I eat like an oversized lunch, and that's completely fine for me, right? Like I get like my 1,000 how many calories I need during lunch, and I might eat like a sandwich in between, and that's it. And then yeah, English is a boring language that lacks whimsy. I agree. We need to add more complex words to the English language. Which is actually, okay, here's actually a funny thing about language here. I am most of the time under the impression that German is a relatively consistent language when it comes to like pronunciation stuff. Like most of the words that don't really follow the rules of German pronunciation are like foreign words basically. And recently I read like a post, like I sometimes get like German subreddits or German learning subreddits recommended to me because I don't know why, probably because I'm German, I don't know. That's probably the reason for that, but I just like reading those because it's always really interesting to hear about like where people struggle with it. Because I like to hear about people suffering, obviously, and not just out of pure scientific curiosity. And somebody made like a post about like, I don't know, 50 sentences or so that were just filled with like, what are they called? Like homophones? Whatever? Like this, you probably know the actual word when 2 words sound the same, basically. It was like really funny, or like, that's actually not even correct. It's actually 2 different like words that's homophone is right for like 2 words that sound the same, but in that case it was actually the other way around, where it's like 2 words that look the same but are pronounced completely differently, or like have like a completely different meaning at least. I mean, that's the homophone again, but like they were mixing it up with like both of those, and it's just like kind of funny in my opinion that I never really thought about that. Like for example, like if you're constructing something and like building all together, that is called montage, right? But it's spelled the same way as Montage, which is like Mondays. So, and stuff like that. It's just kind of funny to look at. And it's something that you as a German never really think about. Probably the same in like other native languages, except for Finnish, obviously, because we all know that Finnish is the perfect language, apparently. But still. Okay. Anyway, we survived the drought. We should probably go on with the plan then. Everything that's spelled the same as the homophone in English. English, yeah, in Finnish. I mean, it makes sense, but... where was I? I wanted to build a dam. Before I forget, because I will forget, you know me. I would like to... I feel like it's probably wisest to kind of get some down here. Right, like this is just like a planning phase right now. We probably want to close off this one. I don't think we need that one. Then... Wait, am I building... No, I'm building levees, right? Yeah. And then we have like this area here. We need enough space to actually let enough water down again afterwards. Oh wait, we also need to close off this area here. I just want a massive lake, okay? It's really important. Okay, over here. And this area... No, wait. Where do I want to close this off? Probably just over here, because like the rest can just... Like the overflow can just leave the map. I don't really care about the overflow. So how about we close off this area as well? And then... like that, and then we need some... We could get... No, wait, we can't get stools. We need metal for those. Where is it? Floodgate? Just a regular one should be fine. And we do have enough science for that. So, like that? Perfect. Well, your Korku, which is cucumber, and also throw it. They might be the similar shape, but you should probably not put like the Korku in the Korku-shaped hole. Let's be honest. Still though, let's not think about cucumbers. And just connect some paths over here. It should be close enough that you can reach everything. Like the main issue is actually that we don't have the wood to complete all of this. But I can worry about that in the future. Hopefully the far distant future, because we won't be having any droughts anytime soon. That should be close enough, hopefully, right? And then I would actually... Okay, here's the thing. I would like to put a lumberjack here, but I feel like it's not going to work unless I put it on like a levee as well, just to collect like all of the wood here. Those are also only pines. Like if those were like oak woods, I would probably do it, but I feel like for pines, it's probably not worth it. Talking about oak. Okay, it's been like 15 days since we planted you, so... Oh wait, there's just nobody running in there, that's fine. We should probably stop this dump as well as this one, just because you don't seem to really be needing that. And let's see if they can actually build. 10 vacancies, I need more workers! Should we pause this building? Do I even need planks? At 33, I'm not really using them currently. Sure, let's just stop working on those. I can probably get some science in. Okay, wait. It's probably smarter to just properly pause you guys. What have you been saying since the last message? We were just talking about throat-shaped holes, I guess. Also, hi, Grandma. That's a pine. Okay. What? A rip to saying hi. I mean, I would never bring it up, okay? Clearly somebody in chat would have had to say talk about that first, okay? Actually, I missed the explanation. Wait, which one? Can I repeat it? I'm just saying that you should probably not put the cucumber into the cucumber-shaped hole then. Exactly. Throat-shaped holes. Even though I used like the other word that I completely remembered. Trust me, I can remember it. I don't have to scroll up in chat to remember that a cucumber is a Korku. Something you would never think you would type. I mean, you know, so much for English isn't a creative language, okay? Anyway, let's see if we can get this built in time. We probably can, right? Alternatively, we could also get like a builder's hut. Is that worth it? Probably not. We only have like 10 logs left. No goods in stock. Also, you don't have work here anymore. That's annoying. What can I make with this island here? I mean, probably just more trees, right? I need more trees. Just in general. Like, the issue with, like, all of these islands is, like, look at all the trees over there. We could probably get over there if we really wanted to. The issue is just that we have a bad water source, and I don't want to build a bridge over here, okay? For obvious reasons. So. Yeah. I mean, for exactly those reasons, I don't actually want to murder all the children when they sleep while they're going through all the bad water here. Like, I mean, I do know that they're like proper bridges, right? They're like the 6. Okay, I can't actually afford them anyway. But technically this could make this a lot cheaper, but nah. Definitely no. I have like only 33 planks. I don't have the wood to do that. Could you trees please grow quicker? Maybe I should, you know what? This is probably way too late. But we should have probably added like at least some pine here. Like they are going to be removed at some point anyway, but like the forest isn't doing anything anyway, so who cares? And you can also start growing some mangroves. Wait, how far can you reach? Until here. Mangrove. That should be fine. wait. It's a Korkun Murtoiset Rayet. Not that I can remember that. Totally needed that, don't worry. And also enjoy the rock. You know, I prefer the water, but I get why the water has to disappear every single time you start building. Because obviously you kind of have to see inside of the water. But every single time I do that, I just get confused because I think that something's wrong with the water. I think there's actually... No, I can just toggle it in general, which... Oh, it's T. Okay, I can actually remember that. Can I do something like if I build something? Let's pretend I built something. I can't toggle during that time. Okay, it's just automatic then. Interesting. Anyway, let's see you walking around here. You can do it. Kwakugov? Yeah, that's some building here. And you're so unhappy because you're thirsty. You're in water, just drink! It's literally the same water you would drink out of a tank. Just drink, just do it. But you have wet fur, which is nice. I have to say, like, I bet we can actually survive here if we continue like this. Assuming that I can actually, you know, get the rest of the wood in before we get bad water. Because if we get bad water, then it's over instantly. So we should probably have a plan for that. Maybe I can just climb up here, but how? Like, my issue currently is it would cost so much wood. And we are down to 3 planks, by the way, because they are building on here. That's great. I should have probably waited with that. Now that I think about it. You know what? Remind me, next time don't plant so much. Plants are for nerds and people who die, apparently. How can I connect the pathway down here? I mean, like, ideally, but we don't have science. Can I get like one person working on science? Should probably be doable, right? Yeah, sure. Also, I feel like one pump is actually enough, it seems like. Okay, technically we have 2 pumps, but that should be fine. While I'm at it, I'm gonna have to do something in the background real quick. So I still have like this software that's supposed to control my fan, and sometimes I just need to click it to recalibrate it, because for some reason it just forgets that it's working, and rotation is just kind of weird for my fans. Could you slow down, fans, please? No, it's better than before. Okay then. I guess it's just time to wait. Why is this lagging workers? I mean, technically you don't really need to work, which is why I have you on the lowest priority. Maybe I should... You know, we just get like more science in real quick. We also don't need you to work. Low priority on you, just because we're full on food anyway. Get all of the storage. We should probably move the barracks soon. Do barracks work for this, these type of beavers when they're in the water? I think for the other ones that they have like the ones where you have like door on top. I think it works for those. Not sure about these guys though. It's probably fine, right? How long do you need? Okay, you're like 80-90%. Okay, it's like 2 days. I can do the math. Roughly 2 days, and then we are getting some more wood, and then we can actually continue working. Until then, we should probably just get some more science, and that's fine. And then I would like to get up here. Also, look at all the bad water over here. How many sources do we have? 1, 2... It's so red in the evening. Okay, it seems like we only have those 2. It's probably just that we don't get too much water in this direction. Yeah, it seems like it. Also, I feel like the next drought / bad tide is going to come very, very soon. Again, if it's a bad tide, then that's kind of it for us. I really, really need more wood. We're not getting enough. Okay, wait, you just chopped some? That's nice. Oh wait, you're almost grown as well. That's actually quite useful. What isn't useful is probably that we have 2 flags over here. One is probably more than enough. Just for like the last 4 cheese, and you can also probably just get paused. Okay, we have 4 vacancies. Can I not? Workplaces. 1 water pump. 2 fluid dumps, they are supposed to not work, that's fine. And 1 inventor, okay. Oh, it's productivity, okay. I was wondering why they're getting a Wi-Fi signal. Might need to refill you soon, but it's fine for now. I would say. Yeah, look at all the food we are getting. Yeah, we definitely have enough food, I would say. For now. I hope. And trees. The trees are coming in. Perfect. You can do it. And this harvest should be amazing. Especially because like all of the other trees should be almost done growing as well. So they should all pop up just in a second. And then the whole cycle can repeat. Look at all of those logs. It's amazing. The only issue that I'm currently facing is like, even with floodgates, like the issue is that this isn't actually going to be raised that much, like the water here. I would assume. Just because like most of it is still going to flow out. Maybe I really need to invest into a sluice gate then. Just because they're like one directional. Yeah, let me click those again. Are you done calibrating now? Like sometimes I'm so confused by the software. I need to, like, it used to work like perfectly and then it got an update and then they changed the design and now I'm not really sure what I want to do with this software. And please. Okay. Now the fan should be quiet again. I don't actually know how loud it is like on your end, but for me it's always like way too loud. Where am I? What else? Guess now we can just watch until they're done. It's not really a lot that we can do here for a moment. Okay. I mean, we could produce some more planks if we really wanted to. But I feel like just getting those levees up is probably way more important. Even though I would like to work on like other projects. Okay, next something is just off in the background. By the way, is the game running if I'm tapping out? It's probably not running, right? It's like really annoying. Would be nice if it just did so I can do something on the side real quick. But I guess it's just not working like that. Like, I remember having a similar issue back when I was playing Death Store, because Death Store is like one of the few games that, like, okay, drought. I can work with a drought as long as it's not bad water, that's fine. Because for some reason, when it came to performance, it just like really killed my PC. Right? It's like not the most intense game ever, but I guess you couldn't limit the frame rate or something like that. It was just like pumping out, frames as quick as it could, and it really shouldn't be doing that. Had like a similar issue when I was playing Tunic, where just like my fans were just going all the time. Obviously I didn't record that back then, so it wasn't like that bad, but I still thought it was like way too extreme, right? Like my PC can run some games, and those games really don't feel like the types of games that should make my PC struggle like that. Also, I should probably put you on a normal priority again. I feel like I could probably add like another lumberjack, just because it seems like the forest actually can keep up no problem. So let's do that real quick. You know, we just need more wood. As always, everything is just wood. And also, look at all the kohlrabi. Like, we might need more storage. Like seriously, can I put storage anywhere? Is there a good place where I could put it? I mean, you could put like an emergency storage over here. That's actually, you know what? That's actually not the worst idea. I mean, that's definitely a jump scare. I'm the scare part, by the way. He's the jump part. I could add like a forest over here as well. It's just how... I mean, if I put it here, I can actually reach most of the island. It's probably not enough. It's also like way too late to start working on that. Can I unpause you real quick? Yeah, okay. Then we can at least get like those 2 oaks and I can pause it again. Yeah, definitely need more lumberjacks here. Can we get like a high priority here? Just to build it real quick. Because like my forester definitely can keep up with like 2 of you guys. No problem. I don't actually know if the speed of a lumberjack scales with like the type of tree. I mean, by that I mean like, is a birch easier to cut down than an oak? I'm assuming not. But that might be an interesting mechanic. I mean, yeah, we have to. We are so in sync. You know, it's like just the years of co-streaming that we did. Clearly. Come on, levies. Okay, we are not going to be done with this in any way, shape or form before we need to be done. 5 vacancies. Do I just want to create more planks? Probably not. Let's see, how long does the water stay inside of this platform? Probably not that long. Yeah, I want to say, like, this doesn't actually make any difference until I'm done with, like, this wall over here. And you're all drying up. That's okay, I guess. Don't need you. You can work anything else. Okay, we still have 4 vacancy. Which vacancies are those? You don't need to work. You can continue to work. That's fine. Oh, you are currently not working for obvious reasons. I would like you to harvest as much as you can. But I don't think that there's actually any real use for it, because you can only harvest like 8 kohlrabis. And then you're filled up again. That should be fine. It's only like a 3-day drought. Like a few of the plants will die, but who cares? Oh wait, I completely forgot to fill you again. No! Come on, please. Can I get some water in here before it's too late? Oh, okay. Saving all the plants. Okay, now I can go down again. It's probably going to last for 2 or 3 days here. No issue. Trust me, I am smart, right? I build like constructs and totally use them. It's like part of my nature. Oh yeah, obviously you're drying. Okay, it takes 15 days for you to dry up though, so that's fine. Smart, a big smart. SMRT. Smart. And you're done as well. I don't care about you anymore. I don't think that there's a lot growing here. I mean, 2 trees. 8%, 6. Yeah, you know what? Let's just... You know what? I can just pause you. It's okay. I don't need to destroy you. Yet. It's going to come in the future, though. Trust me. No one is safe. Especially not the beavers, apparently. We have 81 water stored up. Yeah. We have like 25-ish beavers. I think they drink like 2.5 units. It should be enough until we can pump again. I hope my water math is correct. Also, are you working? No, you're not working. You should also not work. You're paused now, that's fine. I'm just gonna actually, you know, press the pause button here. Oh wait, I just noticed why. Yeah, I definitely should have clicked pause because you filled up the entire tank, and you should not do that. It was really not that necessary. We might need to research bigger tanks as well soon. Wait, storage, not water. You need gears though. Right, just because like, the capacity is so massive. Also, this might sound silly, but I have like a really stupid idea for like all the water over here. I kind of want to just put it like all into like a small tank and instantly just pump it out using like the proper pumps. Gears are great for adding capacity. Yeah, I mean, totally. You're just moving it around, right? It's like just to think about it. That's what the gears are for. Okay, but like the water should be fine. That means I can unpause you. Also not a goose spot, as always. Everyone hates school. I need more questions for not a goose spot. I feel like, you know, I mentioned this before. I have like, I don't know, 50 questions in there, and for some reason we're always getting like the same 4. It's just really random how that happens. I can't really use a randomizer because that was like my original idea. My original idea was that I can't use a randomizer because then there would be the chance that I would get the same question like twice in a row. But we're getting the same question twice in a row all the time, just because I'm taking gaps between streams and stuff. So that's always great. Maybe just adding like 200 more questions and then it should be fine. But you know me, I am lazy. Ooh, they're all dying. Oh no. Yeah, we definitely need to also plug in like all of the other bad water sources here. I mean, yeah, Goosebot wants to be free, but that's never going to happen. Okay, you're almost done. You are absolutely not done. Could we get you going, please? Also, I should probably... Wait, I forgot. Mangroves produce mangrove fruit. Do I need something for mangrove fruit, or can I just eat it like that? That doesn't seem like any of this is important, right? You're producing eggplant, corn, and algae. Okay. Who needs algae? I mean, seriously. So we could technically just like use a gather rod to get like more food here instead of the wood. Is that worth it? Because we're getting like so much wood here. Like now that everything has started to properly grow, it should probably be fine. Talking about it being fine, we should probably also remove the planting area here because we don't really need it now that Orc is working all the time. I mean, Goosebot is powerful. I mean, that's the latest AI, self-made. There are like definitely some if and else's in Goosebot's code, okay? You know, one day I'm going to do like a coding stream and you're going to have to see the terrible code that's Goosebot. It's like literally just put together with like some duct tape and some spit. And also the dreams of a dead goose. I mean, there's no geese involved, okay? I would never involve geese into my codes. Dead or alive. We should have enough water now. Okay, you're all almost filled. Okay. More water, okay. I mean, we still have like the same amount of EU guys here. Also, 4 people are homeless. You understand nothing about coding? I mean, it's not that hard actually. Like, the funny thing is, there are so many people I've talked to who say, hey, not just that they don't understand coding, or like they could never do coding, but they have also never actually seen like anyone explain to them code like even once, because coding is like for the most part not that hard as you know, Hacker Hollywood, can't even talk, Hacker Hollywood would make you think. Like, basic code is like really simple. It's basically just saying, hey PC, do that thing. But you have to kind of explain like some math in there, right? Like you have to say like, do thing if a thing does happen, you know? I mean, that's true. I'm just saying that like most of the people I talk to who have said that they could never do it or like they don't understand it have never looked into it, so... I mean, we're talking about like 1+1 math, right? For like most basic code. Obviously, if you're going like into like massive optimization, then you need a lot more complex math. But even that is like mostly doable. You know what? We have like so much wood, it might be time to actually go back to producing stuff. I teach coding stream when? First of all, I have to do the redstone stream, because like if you understand redstone, then coding is actually really simple. But it's probably not going to be a stream, it would be a video, so. Minecraft series that's running. Definitely going to happen soon. Okay, who's lacking workers? Okay, just an inventor, I don't really care about that. Nobody cares about inventors. As I should. I mean, redstone is also really great. The reds are coding. It's basically Ratatouille. Like just for every single software developer. There aren't actually humans who can code. It's all just rats. All the way down and all the way up. Mostly up because they're sitting on your head. This is, by the way, why I'm wearing a hat. It might not seem like it because I actually like I have like a concave head. But you know, they have to be somewhere. I mean, yeah, obviously they're coding while stoned. How else would they code? I mean, that just makes sense. Clearly obvious. Okay, I have like 900 signs now. Also, the band-aid is always slipping off. I should have gotten like a proper band-aid that's actually, you know, fit to my finger and not just like a random band-aid to hold it all in place. But alas, I wasn't smart enough, and I'm also too lazy to change it now. Should we climb up here? Now I'm thinking, is this actually possible? I should probably finish my sentence. Like, I was just thinking, maybe we should actually use pumps on the other side. Like, we should, in the future, increase the size of all the levees, and then just have, like, pumps down here that pump it, like, upstream, or, like, upstairs, basically. And that would be fine. I get it, you're thirsty. You're thirsty little beavers. Just drink, seriously. Just avoid the warm spots and all is going to be fine. Also, you're sleepy. Why are you so sleepy? Seriously, like the day is like in the middle of a day. Come on. Okay, maybe we should really add like some barracks somewhere. We could actually build them here because I can't actually continue with the woods over here anyway. I mean, you know what? If I place you here, and then I can... That's actually not a worse idea, I would say. Like, if I place two... It actually doesn't quite fit as I had hoped, but if I do this slightly differently, I can probably put you over here instead, right? Because you can't reach that anyway over there. Yeah, that's like the perfect size. I could have like food storage over here as well. Or I could just be a lot smarter and build like a scaffolding kind of city over here with like all of the stuff that they need, so they don't actually have to enter like the islands. Which would also mean that they get wet every single day to make them extra happy. I feel like that's actually not the worst idea. At least not the worst idea I've had today. So that's a start, right? Like if I just start building something here, I would have to start with a stair, which is fine, and then build everything on top. You know what? I might actually do that. Also, what's this? Oh, it's a tubeway station. I've actually seen the tubeways. The tubeways are actually quite interesting. As opposed to like the... I know the folktales, they have like the other stations. I forgot what they're called. Like the ones where they actually hanging on like ropes. And this one is actually like, you know, like... What do they call it? The hamster tubes that they are going through? Zip lines, thanks. I don't know why. Sometimes the easiest words just kind of elude me. Or evade. I guess that's more accurate, but that's still. Could you guys please continue? You know what? I'm gonna build a builder. Where's my builders at? Where would I even place a builder? District management, holding post, no. Zipline is not a commonly used word. I feel like I have used this one so many times already. So you were on the phone via the redstone because you were on the phone, obviously. Alternatively, I could also just have like storage over here. Also, are we flooding already? That's not good. That really is not good. Maybe I need to have like a system here to flush out some water as well. Or it's going to just fix itself in a moment. I mean, like most of the water can just still spill over here. That's probably fine. I mean, yeah, it checks out. That's exactly what we're talking about. It's like the most sensible explanation for anything yet. I mean, what else would rats do? Thinking about rats here. He actually okay, because the water's slightly too high. You know what? I did not really think this through. I can expect more water to be able to flow through here. Maybe if I remove like these parts. I could also just wait until this fills. Just to save on some work later on. But like most of the stuff here is fine. It's just like the outer rim. Yeah, perfect. It's just lowered. That's perfect. You were very adamantly mumbling in your half-awake state. I mean, to be fair, judging by the temperatures you're talking about, you probably need a sprinkler for your yard. I can completely understand it. Come on, you can build this levee. I believe in you, beavers. Like, it would have been so much easier to just put like a storage thing in here. But alas, I was too lazy. Like, I'm really struggling when it comes to space. Obviously, like, I could always build like a structure somewhere to add like a lot of buildings. But the issue again is I would need builders to do that. Also, we have like all the planks that we need again. Like, for example, I would like to remove like all of those trees to add like more buildings here, but that would require my builders to work again. So I mean, reasonable. I would also be worried. Like, if somebody talked to me that adamantly in their sleep, I would probably follow their advice. They probably, you know, they know what is going on, right? Okay, I might have to remove that stuff here, actually. Demolish resources. All of those. To my understanding, if you're demolishing those, I'm still getting the wood, I hope. Ice cream. Probably one of the beavers. Clearly one of the beavers. They're just hiding it, right? Is it like why we have 3 well-being? Because look at that. It's like ice cream. 0 out of 27. They're lying to us. Pistachio? Oh, that sounds neat. But all dayish. I mean, fair enough. Not beaver flavored ice cream. I'm talking about ice cream for beavers. What kind of monster do you take me for? Seriously. I would never harm any beavers. Sometimes. I still feel like it wouldn't actually be a stupid idea to have like pumps over here. Right, just to then fill this area later on. No, I didn't kill an entire village. First of all, we said that we would never talk about that again. Second of all, you know, parent and child killed the entire village. Also the bad tides. That totally only existed because as punishment because I built a bridge in between. Clearly. Like there was a bridge there for like 5 seconds once, so clearly the punishment of the bridge gods. So understandably you should never use a bridge again. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was there. First-hand experience here. I just like how all of those mangroves are blinking all the time. Wait. That was just okay, it's just a drought. I want to say, like, that would be kind of dangerous if it wasn't a drought. Okay, I feel like I need to probably replace, like, some of those with, like, dams or, like, floodgates at least. Because this is getting kinda ridiculous. Also, while we're at it, you know what? I'm gonna be slightly smarter about this. Remove those resources here. High priority. So I can afterwards... Oh yeah, also chopping those, that's nice. So I can actually build like another builder's hut because you're taking too long. Builder's hut 100, yeah, that's fine. I'd like to place you like this. Where did I give him shit? I haven't even watched his playthrough. I feel like you were giving him shit. Okay, first of all, builder's hut. High priority. Okay, planks are done, logs are done. Perfect. We have 4 more builders. That should vastly improve the whole situation here. We will probably still not finish what we wanted to do here. I can't really use haulers, that's like the whole issue. I mean, yeah, he doesn't know the stuff. I feel like that's not really related to the Timberborn playthrough though. And here's the thing. You know, my beavers did not die because I didn't notice something like that, right? They died because of bad water. And lack of hygiene, I guess. Which certainly wasn't my problem, right? Like, I didn't order them to never take a bath. Okay, how do I deal with, like, the water situation? I feel like I am slightly worried that, like, in the future, the droughts are just going to be too long. Can I... I'm saying, do you have water in there? No, okay, water's gone. You probably need to fill that. That's fine. Because I didn't mismanage it. It was managed the exact same way I intended it to be managed. I just refused to build bridges again after the first bridge killed me. Clearly. I mean, everything was going, you know, everything was going swimmingly. The issue was they were swimming in the bad tide. I mean, it was all according to someone's plan. Not quite my plan. I just execute on the plan, but clearly. And the drought started. And we're so close, actually. I'm kind of worried. Like, I definitely feel like we need to go outside and like at least open the blockages over here. So that's not. Oh wait, I completely misread the situation over here. I thought the water could just flow this direction, but no, there's actually a higher part. Okay, that explains like some of the issue. At least something. I mean, we should have like all the time in the world to actually fill this one up. The water's still here, like it's been like an entire day. I guess the levees definitely are holding the water in here for longer. Not long enough though. Well then, you are fine. And I forgot to use you again. I'm just gonna dump like a little bit of water before I pause you again. I need to probably add like a little bit more water though, huh? Okay, that's enough water. I can have you running. I can pause you. I can pause you because I don't need that work. Maybe I need more water here. Ah, that's fine. You know what? No, I'm gonna add more water. We have like a pump here. That's fine. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. And in the meantime, we can actually get the floodgate going. I'm gonna keep it at 0 for now. Just to really add some water in the beginning, and once the water rises, we can, you know, put that a lot higher and should be fine. I'm actually more worried about like the bad tide at this point, because it seems like there's so much water just coming through here. We definitely need to divert some of it, so I will probably just add like a stairway on the other side here. Like this. Shouldn't take too long, and then we can at least demolish all of the blockages here over here. That should be fine. But they're going to do that like at the end. Bad tides will be terrifying, yeah. I still have to say, like, I mentioned that I played this game like in the very beginning before they even had that stuff. And I feel like the bad tide dynamic definitely adds a lot to this game. Because before then, like, I still stand by the comment that I made like some days ago where I said that I still think that this game is like somewhat lacking. But like the developers, by the way, completely agree with that because they're still in early access. They talk about how they still want to add like a lot of content. Right, like at least compared to like other colony builders that I have played, where like the mechanics were like more worked out, but like the bad tides definitely vastly improved like the whole drought system. You won't even blame me that much if it kills me? I mean, as long as it's not that much, you know. Okay, who's lacking workers? The farmhouse? You know what? It might be time to actually get you working again. I feel like this can drain some, or like dump some water. You should be fine. Yeah. Like I am 20% sure that if I pause you now that we can survive. Like the main issue that we're currently facing is that you can't actually pump fast enough. Like we have enough water. The issue is just that somebody has to move that water. Okay, builder's hut, you are probably all sitting in there. Okay, now how do we deal with like the rest? I probably need some housing and stuff. We should probably start working on like the next project then. Where would I build housing? Like I literally could build like kind of a like an elevated terrace or something like that here and just have like all of the buildings on top, and it would be fun, I think. Let's just try it, right? Like, why not? We can always change it later. I do need regular platforms though. So let's say we are kind of building it here, so we need at least that much space, I would say. This would be 4 houses. We need some stairs going up. And some stairs going up here for later, so I can actually increase the height. Right, like if I build it like this, I can probably get another layer in here. Right. I hope there's someone managed to get this on Switch once it fully releases. would be interesting. I'm always really unsure when they are releasing console versions of like colony builders. I know that RimWorld has like a version, for example, but I always feel like it's kind of awkward just because like you kind of need a mouse to control like all of this stuff, in my opinion. But then again, I'm also not much of a console gamer, so there are probably people who are completely fine with wonky controls like these. Anyway, I would like to get a bigger platform as well. That should be fine, right? Like if I put you here. So here's the thing, I like the reason why I'm doing it like this is that I want to add some storage on the other side as well. And this actually allows us to get everywhere. Also like some well-being. Like we could get like a terrace, for example, like a rooftop one over here. Then storage for some of the food at least. I'm trying to kind of visualize in my head how I would combine all of this so I can actually reach the next floor. Okay, I think I've visualized it. I should probably be able to do that. Let's say 4 storage places. The issue being that if I do... Wait, I can make something out of this. Don't worry, wait a second. I have an idea. It's gonna make sense in just a second. Also, I need to add like some square paths. Don't worry about it. I want to remove the path here. Yes. I need a stairway going up. Yeah, I mean, definitely better than ruin your health. Like, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just kind of surprised how they're always doing it. It would be amazing to add like a mouse to switch, I have to say, right? Like as a you know, now that I think about it, I could see like something like that working, especially with like the switch controllers, because they're like relatively accurate when it comes to like movement, where you basically like point at what you want to build. I feel like it would be kind of hard in like handheld mode, but I could kind of see it working. Anyway, let me add like some square circles here. I need to. Like that. And then well-being, I also want to add like a grindstone. Could add like one here. Then I want some decorative. What range do you have? Do you have like enough range? Like if I put like one here, like one of those roofs, and then I would still have to put like some over here, huh? Switch 2 does have a mouse option, that's neat. I haven't really looked too much into the Switch 2 just because I don't care, frankly, too much about that console. Right, like maybe somewhere in the future. But for now it's not really something I care that much about. Wait, I can place one here, here, and I should be able to reach up here. That's going to give them all the shrub bonus. Also a lantern. Yeah, unlock that one. And one over here. Perfect. Perfect little building. Great. The controls works as the wheels. Oh, wait. I missed the previous matches. You really want to work a wheelchair basketball game that's gonna release on Switch 2? Oh yeah, you posted about something. I had actually not looked into it. But yeah, that sounds fun, right? If you actually have like some unique controls in there. I remember like when I still work, yeah, you know, this is how every single story of mine starts, right? I had a colleague who was like in a wheelchair because of a driving accident, let's put it like that. Not even his fault, right? Like he was just in a car. And yeah, like in the very beginning of the apprenticeship, we were supposed to hold like a presentation about like a random topic. We were just like, basically it was just presentation practice. We could make about like any single topic that we want to talk about. Like I, for example, talked about tabletop RPGs. But he talked actually for like 20 minutes about a wheelchair basketball, which I thought was kind of interesting. To be fair, it's been like, I don't know how many years at this point, like I am old, so I can't really talk about like all the details anymore. But I do remember it being kind of interesting. Especially how that developed. I'm so old, yeah. Like when I think back on school and stuff, right? Like the distant past, back when the dinosaurs were still alive. Surely soon on my deathbed. I mean, I've been close to my deathbed like my entire life, so makes sense. Okay, I need to really start those pumps now. Those beavers be thirsty. Also, let's increase like time for one day. You're going to work. Just so we can get some water in. Please. Produce water. Yeah, you are moving. There's water. Pick up the water quickly. I know you're really happy about that. Get some water in. And you're building, it's fine. Okay, we are slowly getting water again, so I can probably reduce this to the normal 16 hours so you can actually sleep. Yeah, now you're not connected. That's the whole point of building this stuff, okay? Also, I need to... Wait, what key is it? It's like Alt and something? Yeah, okay, it's Alt. Alt and scroll wheel. I need to also add like some square circles in here. Like over here and this one. That should be fine. We should have more than enough logs actually, right? I hope so. It's pretty impressive to be born as an elderly person. You know the movie Benjamin Button? That's basically my story. I think. I've never watched it. I just saw a trailer for it like 20 years ago. Square circles, all the square circles. The best circles, square ones. You know, as they say, be there or be square. You don't know about Benjamin Button? I think that's like this movie book. I don't know if it's based on a book, but I remember this as a movie where like somebody was born like as an elderly person and then got younger every single year instead. I think that's the plot of the movie, and it's probably quite weird, but I'm not gonna think about it because the implications do be weird. Also, how many? Could you build like more planks, please? How about like a second worker in here? I should have not placed the second builder hut here. Also talking about second builder hut, I don't actually need that one. Yeah, exactly. It was like a baby born really old and like was born basically at its deathbed. And then like a year later was like an old man and then it got like gradually younger every single year. Something like that. I just remember like the trailer showing like basically him, I think in kindergarten, and he's like just this like 80-year-old. So... you've got the theme song of Little Einsteins or whatever in your head. You've never even watched the show. I think I've seen like one episode as a kid. And that's it. And I couldn't actually tell you about the theme song. It's probably even like a different theme song in German, so. Also, you're ruining all my plans. That due to contamination. Could you like contaminate less? I don't even know if it's been translated to Finnish. So is the life of the Finnish person. You know nothing about the show? Like, I mean, I bet that those are just like some kids who are like really smart, like in a pretentious kind of way, and they're like, oh no, we're like basically Einsteins. Clearly. 100%. I just spoiled the whole show, I know. But so's life. Seriously, I need more planks. Okay, you know what? Screw you, Builder's Hut. Nobody ever liked you anyway. And then let's get some more actual workers in here. Wait, how much do you produce again? You produce like probably enough for one of the lumber mills. But I can add like 4 of you. So... industrial lumber mills. Like, we're going to need a lot of them later on anyway, so who cares? High priority! You can do it. Beaver around, do it. You're producing 78. And you need... Wait. Power input maximum 78. You only need 20? Wait, what? Am I understanding this right? Am I understanding those numbers right? Power input not 20. You're getting 20? No, you're producing 78. This is like why I'm so confused. Oh, wait. I didn't notice that you actually were done building. That explains it, right? I'm gonna give you 4 of you, and it should be enough workers to actually increase the output. Yeah, now those numbers actually make some sense. Okay. Please, beavers, all of you, get to work. And we're producing a bit over 300, and that should be just about enough. Okay. That's going to speed up the whole process a lot. And then we can just why are you so unhappy? Because you're thirsty. Just go and drink some. Are we actually struggling just because we don't produce enough water? That is so rude. Game, please. Okay, I'm gonna put like a second pump here because this is like where we're storing all of our water anyway. And priority. Yeah, get it. You're sleeping outside. Continue with that. That's fine. Also, I would like you to have like a higher priority, you as well, just so we guaranteed are working on water. Okay, I also just noticed that like this pump wasn't even working, so that might be part of the issue. Come on, produce the water, my hydro homies, my beavery hydro homies. You can do it. What else can we do? Should probably also go like low priority. I don't really need a lot of you. It's literally just once I have like more beavers. I also want to move you guys. Like this should definitely just be like a wood island. One water wasn't enough for 28 beavers. I mean, yeah, but they're literally swimming in it, okay? And like, normally I would say like, okay, like I don't drink out of a lake. Like if I'm going swimming in a lake, I would not drink that. But if they are literally pumping the water, not filtering it, just pumping it out of said lake, you know, then you can't complain about it and you can just drink it, okay? Just get like a wooden cup and drink out of it. At least we're... Oh wait, we're already done producing planks. I just noticed how quickly that goes. Okay, how about we lower your priority as well so we can get some other work done. Where does it say it doesn't filter? You are telling me that there's like a lot of filtering? Oh wait. Pumps and does nothing with water for beavers to drink, okay? Clearly. Can't you read? Still though, seriously, like if I were dying of thirst, I would just drink that water. Gotta be completely honest. But then again, like, to be fair, with those guys I actually believe it. Because like the whole plot is that they, like, there's a reason why we're using breeding pods, you know? Right, like the only way to reproduce for them. Because they probably think the rest is kind of disgusting. I can kind of understand those guys being the ones who are like, you know what, I'm not gonna drink out of a lake. But with the folktale, they do seem like the hardy kind that actually is willing to do that every once in a while. Also, can I get like this stair build? Because like once I get this one built, then we can at least go over here, I think. Yeah, the platforms are already built. Right, like now everyone can live inside of here. So perfect, nobody is homeless anymore. Until I say that they should be homeless again, and I just remove like those 2 buildings. This is just for berries. This is for log. We probably need more log storage as well. I'm just too lazy to do like all of the stuff. What unhealthy. Wait, you're already done with mangrove. I wanted to actually harvest all of the mangrove. I could probably place like one of the collector guys over here, like a gathering flag. Can I not? Why can't I? Okay, that's too short. Okay, that doesn't actually work then, huh? Too bad. I mean, if I place you here, Sure. Let's get city with it. Put in a stair. Like that. I'm just trying to make up excuses when ideas are dying of thirst. No, I'm not making up excuses. I'm making up reasons why they are silly for that stuff, okay? Clearly. Okay, I'm gonna prioritize you guys. And then we can at least collect like all of the mangrove fruits. And they're going to be so happy about it, trust me. Unconnected building? Yeah. Don't tell me it's unconnected. Just build the connection. Look at that. You should be able to reach everything in here. Look at the mangrove fruits. Now we only need to store them somewhere. Okay, so here's my thought process. This one. Food. Do I need berries here? No, not really. Kohlrabi, I guess. This one can be... Oh, those mangrove fruits. Perfect. They should be built at some point. Probably. Zoljan is definitely going to be able to do that. Right, we have like one worker, that's more than enough. Trust. Also, we probably don't need as many workers here anymore. Let's just say 2. Should be enough since I'm not producing as many planks anymore. Let's just pause out both of those buildings. So don't forget. And now we should have, yeah, 3 workers. That should be more than enough. What are you working on, by the way? Actually, platforms? Okay, that's nice. By the way, this time around, this is working a lot better. Probably because, like, we don't let as much water inside in the beginning as well. That's probably what's fixing it. Also, the fact that we are, you know, doing this stuff here. That's probably the more important reason. Wait, we have water inside of here. That's fine. I could pause you for a little bit. Right, like I don't actually need to fill them constantly. And we have all the water we need, I think. I'm just not going to remove all of the beavers at the palms, just because we should get like an influx of more beavers soon. Not because I'm building like those buildings, but because I have 3 of you going, and like I'm going to build like more breeding pods over here. Just because like the berries are close by, it's probably reasonable to have that here. Also, we need to do something about the kohlrabis. Just not sure what yet. Come on, build more housing. I mean, those are how many? 10? So we should be able to remove like one of those houses already, if I understand this right, right? Sure. They should all be living inside of here. Perfect. Yeah, we have exactly 30 places and 30 beavers. Just as intended. I just need to finish this stuff, okay? Please, be quicker. I need like a ×10 speed or something like that. Mainly because my planning is terrible, apparently. Wait, do I need roads on top of you guys? Okay, I need some roads. Okay. But I should be so much happier in just a moment. Is there anything that makes you unhappy? No, you just need more aesthetics and stuff. Okay. Wait, you want a clock? Huh, you want a clock, I guess. And aesthetics? Huh. I mean, that sure is a clock. I could put like one here once I can afford, but obviously I need metal. I don't really care about that currently because of that, but still. Talking about like new resources, it's probably time to actually start a gear workshop, because I'm going to need some gear soon. It's probably like draining too much power right now, but who cares? Oh, we have 4 buildings now. That means I can remove you. I don't have the beavers living on here anymore. berries can stay over here, that's fine. I just want like more of the pots, so. I just read that one as beavers. But yeah, knowing the time is nice every once in a while. I do like having my entire day controlled by this weird ticking device. Also, you know, the watch on my arm. I wanted to build more pods. E-beavers, exactly. E-bavers. E-baver. Look at them building. I mean, they're not really building, they're just visiting their new home. And like, we could just build like multiple of those, like next to each other. Should be enough. Is there anything else well-being wise that we could do? I know that there's like something we should be looking into. A scratcher. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about scratcher, but sure, let's build a scratcher. I was thinking about, there's like a decontamination pod? Yeah, exactly. But we need metal for that one. Like, I do know that this is for removing bad water exposure, yeah? Might need a medical bed, but not for now. They don't really need a shower just because they are all going through the water every day. And that is like the main reason why I did it like this. Also because it's kind of funny. I like building weird builds, you know. Look at the campfire. They're sitting. Yeah, I would actually like to get closer, but the camera controls are sometimes weird. Ah, yes, sitting. You know what? Every single time that they sit like this, I feel like they're having like a chair pulled up and like sitting backwards on a chair. Right? Like we have like the back part basically in front of you. Just leaning on it. Ah, yes. Look at them, just enjoying their time. Vibing, as the youth would call it. I know it's like such a minor thing, and I don't think the game necessarily needs it, but I feel like them teleporting just has some weird implications, right? You wish you would be a beaver just vibing? I don't know if like beavers like the you know, the highest animal on my list that I would be would like to turn into. Because like, don't forget that they also have like the instinct that every single time they hear rushing water, they're getting like anxious and want to stop it, right? Like, I feel like I don't need that type of anxiety. I feel like there are like probably other animals that don't have that. It'd be a cat first. I mean, cats would be a great first choice, let's be honest. Do nothing, loaf around, get pets, and be allowed to attack the person who gives you pets if you're giving you too many pets, you know? Snoozing in the sun as well. I mean, there's definitely, like, the only detriment about that is not having thumbs anymore, but like, you know, I barely have a thumb right now, so who cares? I wish attacking people who touch you would be socially acceptable. I feel like certain types of that is actually acceptable, like depending on like the severity on both sides. But like biting generally is frowned upon, but like cats are fine with that. What happened to my thumb? I just cut myself while cutting some apples. Like when I made those apple slices for the food dehydrator. Like, you know, these I don't actually know what they're called. Like these I'm gonna call them like cutting boards where you're like slicing it all together. And I don't know. Like, it's not too bad. I just cut open like a little bit of the skin, and like this, they have this like annoying skin flap now, and I don't want it to rip off basically, which is why I have like the stuff. A mandolin? You know what? I'm gonna Google that. Because it's a lot easier. Not a mandolin. Wait, what? Not a skin flap. Wait, what? No, I was thinking about like the cutting board. Like mandolin, obviously I'm getting the instrument first, but hey. That's with an E? Oh yeah, exactly. Mandolin? Mandolin? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna Google that properly. Dictionary. You know what I really love? This is like something I do like while Blueprints is running, for example. Like whenever I'm editing that stuff, or even like during the recording, because like the newer episodes actually slightly edited. Actually, in between, whenever I have to read a lot of stuff, every once in a while I actually learn about a new word, and I really love just learning about like the pronunciation and stuff, because you know, when do we have the chance to learn a new word? You didn't know it had an E? I mean, those are two different words, I guess.
Mandolin.
Mandolin? It's still the same, okay. I mean, sure. Let's just keep it like that, that's fine. It's now part of the word. Now everyone knows how it's to pronounce. It's still the same as the instrument, I guess. Mandolini in Finnish, obviously everything with an E. I mean, imagine would be the German word, which would be a lot better, right? It would be a Gemüsehobel, and with an E at the end would definitely be great. You two have given yourself a thumb, yeah, it happens. Right, like, I'm a rather clumsy person. I'm very impressed that it only happened once, and also just like a really minor cut, right? Like, it really isn't that bad. Like, I didn't bleed or anything. It's just annoying to have like that bit, and you know, I can't really touch my mouse either way anyway, so. The instrument is the mandolini, and the kitchen equipment might actually be... You know what? I'm gonna leave the reading exercise to the viewer, I guess. That's a wild word. Kinda, yeah. Wait, you have nothing selected? That's fine. What do I want to store inside? Right, I'm storing kohlrabis already, right? Yeah. Okay, which food item do we want to produce next? We could go for some corn. Or actually algae. You know, I don't think they existed like back when I played. I don't think water plants actually existed last time. So I'm kind of curious about those. Wait, it's those ones? Algae. Where can I get the algae? Is it one of those? Mangrove oak? Wait, am I silly? How am I getting algae? Hydroponic garden. Oh, but that's probably it. Okay, I need metal for those. Okay, so I'm not gonna produce algae. What else do I need? Just checking. Oh, well-being of 9. We like doubled our well-being. That's so nice. Oh yes, look at the 3 lantern points. That's amazing. No roof points. Maybe we could add like a roof. Somehow. Probably not though. Deep grindstone, that's fine. Oh wait, those are shrubs. I was confused by the pink. But you know, it makes sense. Could somebody finally build like the scratcher? Don't we have like wood? We have like all the wood, right? Come on. I need to see you guys scratch yourself. Come on, one more plank. You can do it, builders. You can do it! Oh, look at that. That's what I want to see in my beaver core game. The shrubs are very pretty. They are, but I was just surprised that they are so pink. Right, I kinda expected something more green. Ah, look at that. You know what? I need a brush like that. But also would love to one of those. I feel like they're probably amazing, right? Like, I'm always thinking like in the car wash, right? They're like quite similar, but obviously the ones in the car wash, they probably hurt quite a lot because they're like plastic, basically. So. It looks like when a bear rubs on the street, it looks like the best scratches of life. Kind of, yeah. But I feel like this is more automated, so I don't know. I guess the future of scratchies. The future's now all beavers. I feel like it would hurt. Like, if you build something that's like explicitly built for scratches, I feel like it would probably not hurt. Even though those ones, you know what? Look at them just slicing through a beaver, right? There's like no reaction to them. They might actually hurt. You know what? You might be right about that. But you know, the idea is great, right? As long as we don't get like a dystopian novel about it, it's probably safe to do that. Look at the popularity. Oh. I don't know what that means. It's like basically like git commits probably, so whenever it's getting used. Are you waiting? Why do you have a hat? Are you a farmer? Oh, that's why you have a hat, okay. Never really noticed that they actually keep their hats if they are farmers. I thought I would just put them down whenever they're done. You know what, now I feel like they need... Okay, builders definitely, like they have the hammer still. But I feel like they need more uniforms in general. You would hate it going the same direction all the time. But here's the thing. You could just turn around. Or like upside down. Just you know, do a handstand. Easiest thing in the world, clearly. No. I mean, if you were to become bears, you know, that's like in your right and stuff, but I feel like chatting would be really hard. Gotta be completely honest. Like as a bear, like there are two things that I would probably bother me when I were to be reincarnated as a bear. First of all, thumbs. Second of all, I'm not the biggest fish fan, right? Like I can eat fish every once in a while, but I feel like their fish diet is probably a lot, you know, larger than what I would actually love. That's true. Cats might be better because I could still watch streams. I mean, that's... Oh, drought has started. I didn't actually pay attention to that. Good thing I got like a notification. Let's see how long this water is going to last. The issue obviously with the, like this massive... And I mean massive reservoirs, obviously that it's going to evaporate a lot. Cats canonically love keyboards. True. I mean, there's a whole video about that. At least one, you know? Okay, what's the next project on the agenda? We might want to get like a... We might just want to wait for like more beavers to come in. You know, also, I originally want to say, like, okay, but imagine a world where you actually turn into a cat, like, you couldn't actually eat, like, all the cool human food again, but then, you know, I remember all the videos where, like, cats just snatch all the fries and stuff. So, you know, they probably get, like, all the food that they need. And I feel like there's this weird comic about, like, a cat who also eats, like, a lot. I don't know, it's probably a weird name, starts with a G or something like that, right? Like, never heard before, but... clearly the most realistic depiction of every single cat in the world. You hate food. I mean, you have mentioned that, but I like food. I'll be sad about the loss of ice cream though. I mean, that's like one piece of food, right? I feel like there are a lot of food items that are kinda great. There are a lot of other ones that are actually kinda awful, but you know, some of them exist. And I would miss some of them. Anyway, let's speed up the game again. It's going to take a few days until this is done. Another question is, where do I want to go next, actually? Like, we have a decent amount of science right now. We might want to get some metal production up and running. And sadly, this game does not let me zoom out enough. Okay, this is metal. I could get that stuff. It's kind of far away. I feel like the closest metal that we have is probably up here. And it's also not that close, actually, but we could build like a stairway up here. That's actually not the worst position to start in. Like if I put like these scavenger flags over here, that should be fine. Like that. By the way, I really kinda like the music that you're having during a drought, right? Like not in a I would party to this kind of way, but the sense of despair that you're feeling during that soundtrack is something special. Especially because like most of the time you still have like a lot of water, you know? And you know, let's just play every single time the sun is out. To just really show you how the sun is a deadly laser and stuff. Scavenger flag. Doop doop. Where the mines at? I mean, there are some mines nearby. Like, there's one here. But, like, the issue obviously being, I kind of need metal for mines, alright? Smelter, efficient mine. Yeah, no, wait, I actually don't need... Oh. To be fair, that's actually a good idea to maybe leave the mines without, like, metal costs, because otherwise you could softlock yourself. Just thinking about the future. Well, don't. Just never think. Thinking about the future is dangerous because, you know, that's scary. The future is scary. Especially if you can think about the fact that there's going to be a bad tide at some point. And, yeah, just don't think about it. Also, don't think about the past. The past is, like, almost as bad. Also, like, one of the beavers almost got stuck there because they ran to the side while another beaver was building, like, the stairway here. And they could have gotten stuck, and that would have not been my fault here. Gotta be completely honest, I would have blamed the beavers themselves. The past is probably even worse. Depends on the part of the past. I don't know, this morning was fine. But I don't know if next morning, like, tomorrow morning is going to be fine. Yeah, future do be terrifying. Talking about the future, right? Like, remember my saga where I was talking about, like, how my university sucks and I still need to take, like, one course and stuff? This morning also sucked. You were so tired. Well, rip to that. To be fair, I hate mornings as well, but I kind of need to finish the other story first. Basically, I finally got a date where I can get into basically the lottery that will determine if I can actually do something next semester. And the date is like next week. I can finally get like admitted, or like get, what do we call it? Like get into that lottery, I guess. Oh no, we're out of water here. No. What is this lottery? Like, basically, there are certain courses that are mandatory for you to do, like special seminars. They're basically there to prepare you for the bachelor thesis, and there are only limited amount of spaces and like different projects, and you basically have to enter a lottery for every single one of those projects, and you have to actually go into one of those. Right, like, there are enough technically if you're lucky, but if I'm unlucky, then, you know, I might have to wait another semester, and that would actually suck. And otherwise, I also talked to, like, my boss already for, like, the winter semester, because I'm going to be working in the winter semester again. Have, like, another excuse then to use the funny walking pad again. I like the walking pad. The walking pad is cool. But still. I just don't like walking without a reason, right? Or like without doing something on the side. You wonder why the beavers turn on the lights when they go to sleep? I mean, it's dark. Obviously. And like some of them, you know, some of them might be night owls, right? Like some of them might be stranded here. Are you kidding me? How the frick did you get stranded here? You know what? I feel like I need to actually build a platform here, because you might get stranded here again if you're trying to run over there while I'm building, you know, stairs. You can do it. Build that stuff, please. You're unemployed and homeless. Wow. Can't believe you would just do that. Be unemployed. In my town? I hope you're not going to starve until they are done building. Yeah, there are such dinguses. No, I mean, there are no horrors here, okay? Everything is fine. Also, I need to open the floodgates here again. By floodgates, I mean just the fluid dump. Ah, yes, trees. Make fun of me? No, you shouldn't make fun of me. There's only serious stuff, and everything works out first time, okay? Nothing ever goes wrong here. Trust me. Never ever has anything gone wrong in any of my streams. And never going to happen again. Because it never happened for the first time, so it can't happen again. Anyway, we have like one more day. Exactly, you guys are so delulu. Clearly. Yeah. You know, that's kind of how it starts. Like, there's so many games actually that I've seen in my life where I always thought like, wow, they look kind of simple, and then you actually play them and you're so overwhelmed. I have like that issue with like most of the games that require reaction time and like mini-map focus and stuff of that. Mainly because like I have a massive screen, right? Like I have a 32-inch screen, which is like the main screen, right? Like, I don't know if you really notice, but if I'm looking around the screen, like I'm really moving my head and my eyes around. I don't know how noticeable that is on a stream, because obviously I can't watch myself during that time. But that was always like an issue that I had. But on the other hand, are you okay, you're not stuck here, you're actually working. I thought you were starving, so I was worried there for a second. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna remove one lumber mill and build the smelter here. It should be, yeah, it should be fine. Your ego's going to stay intact. Well, I believe in your ego. It's going to work. I mean, I have heard that Ryan was bad at the game. From what I remember, I don't remember him being good. It's so good. Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah, that's just how it is. Like, sometimes I feel like I should really watch more stuff, but then again, I feel like I don't really have the time to watch stuff. And then I'm like in this constant situation where I'm feeling like, wait, you need scrap though? Okay. I didn't actually pay attention to that. Do I have enough gears? That was probably a stupid idea to deconstruct you. I wasn't aware that you need gears. You know what? I'm gonna be smart about this. And by smart, I mean not smart at all. Power, I need a power shaft. I'm just gonna build a quick power shaft here. I want you guys to actually pick up all the slack and do the stuff right. To be fair, at this point, I don't think that there's too much, like, that might just be like my opinion. At some point you've played a game enough that you probably can't get spoiled too much. That's like my opinion at least. And like, knowing how quick he is, you can probably watch like at least a few episodes. Like, you would definitely see when something new is happening, right? Also, let me open the floodgates again. Ah, yes. Water! All of the water. Okay, please. I need more gears. I need like 10 more gears or so. And while we're at it, we should probably add more storage somewhere. I still need to demolish this one tree so I can build like some storage buildings here. Alternatively, I could also build them on top of here. So. No, what to, yeah, exactly. Not to be fair, I also feel like at some point, like, once you've seen like 90% of the game, unless there's like one big reveal still happening, right? Like, at some point you just have to accept that you're going to learn stuff like via osmosis, basically, or like via watching stuff, because it is really hard to 100% a game unless you're like actively trying to 100% it, and I don't know if you actually... And when I say like 100%, I mean like 100% it, right? Like all achievement, all that stuff, even though I don't think... does Switch have achievement? No, right? But like, for example, right? Like, really do everything, exhaust everything a game has to offer beyond everything that the game is actually telling you. If you really want to go for that, obviously, then you have to wait. But otherwise, I feel like at some point you just have to accept that there might be spoilers in the world. But it might just be me. Hollow Knight actually has an achievement, that's cool. I mean, kind of makes sense. Like, to be fair, I'm always kind of confused why they are not added in game for like most releases. But hey, it should actually not be so hard, because like the stuff that that Steam does is basically just like an integration where you basically just tell Steam, hey, this achievement has been got. Please mark it somewhere, and then that's fine. You know, it would have probably been a lot smarter to just move the gear workshop over one. But no, I am too stubborn. I'm gonna put like the metal workshop there. Okay, you have moved that stuff. Let's get some storage stuff. I definitely want like another pile or two. You know what? How about I put like 2 piles here? While we're at it. Not housing, large industrial piles. This one's going to be planks. No, wait, we should probably just add like more wood piles for now. Technically we can stack them, which is really nice. So we should probably do that. Why can't I? Oh wait, there then is a structure missing. Since they're actually quite cheap, which is what I like about them here. And then I need to build some paths. Just here. And double height and more paths over here. That should probably be enough, I hope. Like for the near future. The issue obviously being that I need to now also add in ways to get on top. I'm thinking. Just give me a second to think. If I do this like this, that should be enough actually. Right, because I can add... No, wait, it's not enough because I need to... There's a tree in the way! I'm gonna have to demolish another tree. Mark for destruction. Please do that quickly, and then should just be able to do it like this. And have like a pathway around here. To there. And then one over here, and then I have like a last one that I can just connect like this. Wait, I need another platform here. What did I just click? Oh, can't be deleted because there's a structure on top. Just delete the structure as well. Come on, you can do that. Let's do this one, and pathways. Perfect. Exactly, almost. Not a goose spot is honored as always. Okay, now we have like 2 storage piles for logs. I do like that. Then let's get one for planks. For... maybe wood again? I just noticed that this doesn't actually work the way I thought, but it's fine. Wood again, more planks. We can switch that one for treated planks later on. That stuff, some metal blocks, and then we have like one empty one that I can probably put something else in. Have I done the second playthrough of Hollow Knight? It's hilariously easy the second time. Okay, here's the funny thing. Originally I wanted to stream Hollow Knight today, and I've also planned to stream Hollow Knight for some time to do my second playthrough. Basically like a Steel Soul playthrough, and I wanted to make the joke, hey, Steel Soul is a walk in the park, or it's like a cakewalk, or something like that as a title. Because my idea was to do that while I'm walking on my walking pad. The only issue is that the walking pad is actually quite loud, and I don't actually know how the audio quality would be. Also, I'm kind of worried about like falling over, because I would, like normally, you keep stable by basically holding onto the desk, or like doing something on the desk, like holding onto the keyboard and the mouse. And by stable, I just mean like you only have like 40 centimeters to actually walk on, right, like as a width. And you don't want to like step on the side, because then obviously you're going to stumble. And I'm kind of worried that if I'm holding a controller, I would, you know, not necessarily follow the path that I have to walk. So I'm kind of worried about that. I don't know, this is like still an idea that I have like floating in my head. I might do that at some point. I might have to do like a really extreme filter in my audio settings to do that, but you know, it might be something. No guarantee that's going to happen, but maybe. Okay, while you're working though, I have 10 more gears. I need other warehouses as well for like the gears and stuff. Alright, like if I... Okay, I'm gonna have to check this for just a moment. Do you let me store... Yeah, you let me store gears, okay. So I need those warehouses actually. Do I want to stack them here as well, or do I just do like a stack over here? It's probably easier to do like another stack over here. You know what? Sure, why not? Storage, medium warehouse. Do I want a big one? No, I'm gonna take some mediums. I probably need like 2 space in between here to actually build a pathway up. How many resources do I need to store? I mean, I need to store gears. And that's kind of it. Okay, you know what? Let's ignore everything I just planned. Demolish buildings. Yeah. And just place like a regular warehouse there. If I need to expand, I can just do that later on. Medium warehouse, like maybe here. And the pathway. And you're going to store some gears. That should be fine. And you have nothing to do because we can't store the gears. Can we raise the priority here? That should be easy enough to build. Right, like this is going to take quite some time, so I don't really worry about it too much. How's happiness? Why are you less happy now? Because somebody's injured. Oh, I didn't actually look at that. Why are you injured? How dare you? Where's the well-being? Injuries. Metal bed. Gonna place like a 1 here. Do we need 2? I know that once I get like the mines and stuff, like they are going to get injured a lot. So how about we just place 2 of them? I don't think that there's anything. Yeah, like I feel like the rest is probably too large to actually put it in there. And this stuff needs extract, and I also need like 2 spaces, so this is not a great place to put them. The pot is also larger. The shower doesn't actually matter. Wait, we don't have a grindstone here yet, right? Or did I? Oh wait, I can place one down here if I don't have one yet. No, that should be fine. Or is that one? Oh no, wait, this is one. I don't need one. They don't get injured that much. Alright, that should be fine. Let's just add a path so they can actually reach the beds. And that should be fine. Now get to working. And please fill this stuff. I just want to store some gears, okay? So the gear production can actually continue. And that also means that we can probably remove this pile here, because I don't want this here. Right, like I want to remove like all of the storage and stuff from this island. This should just be an island for kohlrabi. And a few berries, I guess. And maybe some of the pots. Just because we have the berries here. But like for the most part it should be a non-industrial island. Yeah, it seems like the contamination is an actual issue here. We need to seal this one kinda soon. I know that these beavers can actually, to my understanding, have the bad water run constantly to create power, which is really cool. But that obviously still requires some resources. But for now that should be fine. Just checking the water level again. Seems fine enough. Like I would really like to add like more water onto this side. But obviously that's not quite possible the way I'm currently doing it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was the starting island. Also, I feel like wood is probably more important because, like, we have, like, enough food for all of them. I feel like, right? Like, 2 working here, 2 working here. Like, we have 50 stored in here. Like, the main issue is actually that they are not getting moved quick enough. So I should probably add the... what's it called? The hoarding post soon. And by soon, I mean maybe now? If I just place, like, 1 here... we can still have like some more pods over here if we want to expand. And that should be enough to actually get some resources moving. Like for example, we have like all the rubble here. Nobody's picking that stuff up. I don't actually know if the builders do that or if the haulers would do that. I feel like builders would only do that if they are currently in need of more resources. Also, we have the issue that the beavers over here don't actually work currently, so how about we lower it? I mean, yeah, consider optimizing the paths or splitting the paths, yeah, I get it. Sadly, I can't really optimize it right now. It's fine though, trust me. Okay, we have 2 workers here. We're getting closer to the 50 that we should be getting promised, right? Like, to my understanding, I mentioned this before, like, to my understanding, every single one of those pods can sustain like around 10-ish beavers. It just takes some time until that actually happens. There's a bee/was all up in your business. I guess just pretend to not be a flower and then that should be fine. I hope. Also, they smell fear, so that's the next thing. Come on, you can do it. You are working. You have 5 in here already. What are you doing right now? Are the haulers doing anything? Nobody's sitting in front, so I'm guessing somebody's hauling. Just not sure what the haulers are doing right now. I hope they're hauling this stuff. 21 logs. All of them are 21, so it doesn't seem like anyone is picking up all those logs here. But then again, we also... No, wait, we can reach them right now, right? No, we can't yet. We have to build this one. While we are building, by the way, we should probably unpause this building as well. Get 4 workers in. The personal space and left you alone. I mean, absolutely, this is exactly what I've been told when I was a kid. Just tell them about your personal space and then they have to legally, you know, leave you alone. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to need, hey, Vahan Kawamas Nit? Kawamas Nit, okay. Obviously, flawless pronunciation by me. Don't worry about it. I'm a professional. Both trained and paid, apparently. Was actually a good pronunciation. I mean, you know, again, professional Finnish talker. Trust me. I'm going to prove this all during the Learn Finnish in One stream. That's definitely going to happen at some point. Trust. Look at all of those logs just sitting there. Being ready to be hauled. Oh no, a drought is approaching in 3 days. No. Okay, here's the thing. I need water. And I mean a lot of water. And by water I mean storage. Can I... How many gears do I have? I do have enough gears technically. We should probably get at least 1 medium tank somewhere. Maybe in multiple. You know, we have like the space here. I'm going to pause you here. Like, we can place like 3 of them over time. We can probably remove this deep water pump because we don't really need it. Just because like those tanks are so much more efficient. And assuming that I have the resources, which I technically have, like if I prioritize this one, that shouldn't actually be too much of an issue. Wait, you're stuck? How did you get stuck? Okay, how about you build this one? Like, I think it's really silly that that the builder got stuck here. There's a platform that they can build that has all the resources, and they're not even building this thing just to, you know, escape. That's kind of silly if you ask me. Also, you have 7 gears in here. Could you, like, seriously? Gathering priority? I'm gonna increase, like, the priority of, like, all of this stuff down here. Because we should have space for most of them now. Yeah, okay, all of them should be removed in just a moment. You are done building, let's get some water in you. Look at that. There should probably be like a supply tank, so like all the water's just getting put in there and then you're going to supply them to other warehouses. To top of like all of the other tanks. By the way, is there like a better pump that we can get? I know that there's a bad water pump. There's a mechanical fluid pump. And discharges them on the other. More efficient than a regular pump, okay. But this charges, okay. That's actually not what we want. We actually want to collect the water. Huh. So we probably always need the manual pumps if I understand this right. Still decent. Okay, everything can be reached. Why are you complaining twice? This building isn't connected? Oh wait, I know why. Now everything should work. Now quickly move all the resources, my little beavers. You can do it. Because I still want to finally build a smelter here. Destroy you, destroy you. And then metal. Smelter. The other way around. That shouldn't be an issue anymore, right? Like we have enough. Right, you need 10 years and I have like 19, okay. I was almost worried that I miscounted again. That will definitely never happen to me. Come on, you can do it. You have scrap metal as well. After scrap metal should be getting moved now. Like it's not a high priority currently, but we should probably go back to regular priority so they can start doing all that stuff. And then once everything's stored over here, that should be fine. Right, right. And now the drought has started. Let's get you closed off. And we at least got like a 150 water. Like we doubled our water basically that we had before, like storage wise. It's neat. It's probably a bit much to drain like all of this, but before it evaporates, it's probably smarter to actually pump it up and put it into the tank. I'm just complaining because this is still not being built. And like we do have enough wood, we have like enough planks basically. Do we not have enough builders? We have 4 builders. We have 8 vacancies, probably mostly here in research. Was it like... Oh wait, nobody's in the hoarding post. Okay, but that's fine. I don't mind that actually. Even though we can probably get like 2 of you working in here. To at least have like some haulers. Like we don't need a lot of builders currently. Like it's literally just this one building. And once all of the resources are moved over. Right, we still have like 11 gears. We need 3 more. I hope it's not like lying to me. Would be so silly again. Yeah, we have like 11 gears in storage actually. What's up with you? Thirst? Hunger? We have enough housing. Could you just... Why are you exhausted? Are you just running too much? It works... Okay, you are one of the builders? Apparently? I mean, that's kind of on you if you don't go to sleep. Not on me. You know, it would be so nice if somebody could just finish this real quick. No, wait, I have to buff the construction site. Like, it shouldn't make any difference. Do I just have like one? No, I have 2 builders. Okay, now. Please move the planks around. We have like 174 planks. It shouldn't be too hard to actually move them. Come on. It's the issue that you have to move scrap metal? But I have like 6 here. It shouldn't be the issue if you're using those first. And they're like so close by, you should probably be using them first. Okay, we have all the gears. It's now just the planks that we have and the scrap metal that is like right next to you guys. Come on. You can do it. We should probably prioritize those buildings just because they're so far away. And that should actually have like all of those guys over here. By the way, water is still existing, but it should kinda end in just a moment. I mean, we at least got through like 3 days of drought before the water ran out, like all the spaces. And also we were still draining the entire place here, so that's actually quite decent, I would say. I definitely need to get better water storage, but this is a good start, I would say. Come on. Can somebody please move this? Are you a hauler? No, you're working as a scavenger flag? You are a hauler though. Let's look at you. You're moving 2 scrap metal. Okay, maybe we need more haulers then. We're finally done. Okay. At least it's working. How is the power demand? It's not perfect. But we also don't need like all of the planks anymore. So we can probably pause you. So you should not have any demand. That's fine. Like we have like 200 planks. Like we definitely don't have to have all of those running. So that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna mostly just wait until we have enough gears to add like 2 or 3 more water tanks, and then I'm actually happy with the situation, I would say. At least for today. Again, like, we will probably return to this at some point, but just so you have like a chance to plan around this, like I will probably end stream here once the next drought ends, or like this drought, I guess. Okay. Inventors, let's leave you running. We have like 800 science. What do we want to do with like all the science? If the efficient mine doesn't really do anything, we should probably get a tapas check, right? And get some pine next stream. Housing, I'm actually quite fine. I like the current setup. To be fair, we probably need like a little bit more housing. The question is how many beavers can we actually support? Like, I feel like we do have a decent amount of kohlrabi still. Like, it's currently just running out, but technically there's like a lot of it still grown. And you guys are just not really harvesting them quickly enough. And like these ones, for example, they prioritize harvesting, and these ones prioritize planting. I mean, I could tell them that they should prioritize kohlrabi as well, but it's fine. Right, like I feel like the production is technically enough, it's just like that the workers aren't fast enough. Maybe I need like another farmhouse here. Maybe alternatively I should just go into the whole dirt production and build like a proper platform here where I can then grow like all of the food that I actually want. But I guess again, something for next time. What do I even need for that? Where even would that be? Is it under landscaping? Dirt excavator. We need treated planks and metal. Okay, we are producing metal. I just need the treated planks, which only means that we need a forester over here, for example, and we can just tap that stuff. It should be fine, right? Like, we really don't need that much. We're having enough wood for now, I would say. I would definitely have to scale that up once I get, like, more beavers. But for now, I feel like this is at least mostly sustainable. Gears. How many? Wait, you use 1 plank every 3 hours? You're producing multiple planks now. Okay, so 1 gear workshop like can definitely be sustained by those guys. Like, no questions asked. What do I do with mangroves? I have like a gatherer here. The issue is they are currently not producing because they are all not wet. But yeah, like otherwise you can technically chop them down here, but you should probably do that for the fruits because they are giving them another happiness bonus. But they produce wood and fruits, like mangrove fruits here. Every 10 days. Currently, I don't really have a lot built. I should probably get more mangroves now that I think about it, just because I have like a lot of space here. What do I do with a mangrove? I have a gatherer. Yeah, I do have a gatherer. Like, the gatherer collects that stuff. You had no idea? I mean, yeah. I talked about this earlier. We might have been gone at that moment, and that's fine, but yeah. It's literally just similar to... Isn't there like a tree that does the same? Do I not have those trees when it comes to those people? Or like those beavers? You know what? I'm gonna lower the floodgate. Sometimes you just don't listen to me. Wow, that's just so rude. I can't believe that you would have a live outside of the stream. How dare you? No, but seriously, I'm gonna expand the area here with mangroves, since they should only be planted once and then afterwards it should be fine. I can go one further. And then the gatherer flag can just collect all of them. And they definitely survive through those droughts just because they take like 16 days. Wow, can't believe it. To be fair, I do ramble sometimes. But this should be fine now that the water's back. And I would say, as I mentioned, I'm gonna end stream here. Like, I don't want to overdo it. I haven't really streamed too much and I've also been recording a little bit today already. I will definitely continue with Timberborn soon. Right, like at some point, I don't know when exactly, probably next week at some point. Otherwise, let me switch over to just chatting here real quick and exit the game. Otherwise, we are going to continue with Zelda on Sunday, hopefully. Like, really, fingers crossed. Like, I had so many internet issues over the last few weeks, and I am really worried that they're going to start up again at some point, right? Because it obviously always happens. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Again, Zelda on Sunday and more beavers next week, and hopefully more Hollow Knight as well. I really want to get back into Hollow Knight and do like my second run. That would be a lot of fun. Currently, I'm like with Hollow Knight, like obviously I had like all the edited episodes, I'm gonna call it, cut episodes is probably a better way to put it, on YouTube. And currently I'm kind of at the point where for the next episode I need to edit multiple streams together. I had to do that once before, but I'm just too lazy to do it right now, which is why currently we have Animal Well running instead of Hollow Knight. You can't believe Jumper never even saw the pinned message. Well, rip to that. How dare he be streaming and working. Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, where was I? I was thinking about something. So yeah, basically this is the whole thing. That's why Hollow Knight is kind of paused for now. I need to edit that stuff because technically they are taking space up on my server. And my server only has like a terabyte currently. And that's really annoying. Same, by the way, with like Tears of the Kingdom. I need to really get into editing that stuff. So I can finally remove those files from my server and just put them into long-term storage instead, because they're taking up space that I would like to use, and it's really annoying to just move files around all the time, right? Like the this that I'm recording to only has like 200 gigs, and 100 gigs of those are always filled with like some files that I need for some supercut or something like that, which makes recording sometimes really annoying because I have to move files around and all that stuff. Ugh. Right, like those are real first world problems. I could just get like a bigger disc, or like I have like bigger discs laying around. I'm just too lazy to switch those out, right? Anyway, still appreciate you guys hanging out. You definitely understand some things I'm saying. Well, big disc and small disc, and have small disc instead of big disc. Anyway, yeah. Again, like, otherwise, obviously, I always like to talk about the YouTube side of things, just because this is kind of the project that I'm currently working on, where I can kind of just focus on the game whenever, right? Like, which is why I really like that. Sometimes that's just really nice as an alternative to streaming. And it's also like a really good way to like force me to continue playing. You're gonna watch Animal right now. Thanks for that. You know, I appreciate it. Again, every second day. And also, have you appreciated the wonderful edit that I did for the thumbnail? I mean, it's definitely the best one. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again. What are you typing? You're eating lunch? Wow. How dare you eat sustenance and stuff. Anyway, but seriously now, thank you all for hanging out. I will see you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye bye.